Good morning, No Ordinary Men. It's Thursday morning. It's awesome. Got a little rain happening right now, so we'll try to peg this out, see what we can do. Bring this to you. Got up this morning just hammering out the great book of wisdom and just trying to gather as much wisdom as I can get. Last couple of days, I've been dealing with family members and soldiers and counseling sessions, different things. Did a funeral yesterday for a soldier who took his own life. And one of the big things the questions that arise when you're talking to people is the unknown. It's the unknown. There's a fear of the unknown. Recently, I was speaking to a bunch of soldiers about Jesus, and we were talking about, hey, what we don't know. We're not sure what even 5 minutes from now brings. How many of you go through your day every day? You're just going through it. You know what you need to do in the day. You go to your job, you just do it. If you're a construction guy, you build what you build. If you're in the office, man, you're crunching numbers. If you're in sales, you're selling stuff, and you go through it because it's what you've been taught to do. But you're really not guaranteed a second. You're not guaranteed 5 seconds in the future. So I was speaking to these soldiers about Jesus, about the unknown, about how you can go into it and not let fear dictate how you live your life. And you can go into the unknown with certainty. One soldier said, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing 15 minutes from now. I said, what is that? He said, man, chow. He said, I'm going to chow. And so I said, awesome, you're guaranteed that. He said, yeah, I guarantee that's what I'll be doing. He didn't want to hear about Jesus, right? So about 15 minutes rolls in, I close out, and a motorcade pulls up. That dude, some runners come up and get him, and he's ordered to stand guard at the front gate while the minister and other top government officials came in to see the base. So everyone went to chow, except for this guy. Everyone was doing what they were going to do, except for this guy. As I was leaving the base, I pulled over and I looked down and I said, so you know exactly what you're going to do in the future. And he sheepishly smiled. And I would pray that he would have said, no, tell me, Pastor. But he said, that's just a coincidence, Pastor. How many people, though, really do we live like that, where we look and we're unsure of the future, but we go into it because we're familiar with what we do? But when something is unfamiliar, like COVID, it messes with you. It messes with your business. You start to rethink things. You're unsure. You become afraid. Mahit Murat Indian said, a journey to the unknown shores needs a port, a ship, a wind, but more important than all of them, courage. Courage to leave the known for the unknown. We live in a world of unknown. Whether we want to believe it or not, it's unknown. As I did the funeral yesterday, the question was, what's next? The unknown. People would ask me, do you really think he's in heaven? Is he there? Will I see him again? You see, more afraid of death. People are more afraid of the unknown than they are of death. The whole thing behind death is the unknown. A famous dude once said, oh, death, where is your sting? Where is your victory? I love the quote of Tory Ten Boom that said, never be afraid to trust an unknown future to a known God. Never be afraid to trust an unknown future to a known God. I was recently reading about one of the greatest philosophers of all time, one of the great debaters of all time. And while he was in Greece debating with some of the top minds of the world at the time, Paul came to a place where they had all kinds of idols and places where they had statues and shrines set up. But there was one on the hill that said the tomb of the unknown God, or the resting place of the unknown God. It was a shrine to the unknown God. And this guy, Paul, said, this is the God. The unknown God is the God who has the power over all gods. The unknown God is the God that gives life and death. This unknown God holds everything in his hands. He created everything, and he created you. If we're going to have a shrine in our lives and build anything in our lives, then we need to be able to know what the unknown is. In the great book of wisdom, I read this morning. Every word of God proves true. He is a shield to all who come to him for protection. I don't care how big and rough and tough you are, you need protection. And sometimes it's not physical protection, it's mental protection. Because the unknown can mess with us. Esmeralda Santiago said this: how can you know what you're capable of if you don't embrace the unknown? Guys, embrace God and let him become known to you. Now go rock the rest of your week and be extraordinary, because you are no ordinary men. Get out there and change it and laugh at the unknown, because you know the God who knows it all. Let him be your shield and protection. Get out and do it. I believe in you. Listen, you guys got what it takes. Change the world. Change your families.